March 2026 market update. Let's jump right into it. We have Greater Vancouver and the Fraser Valley. For Greater Vancouver, we had approximately 2,032 home sales across all property types, which is about 3% below what we had last year and about 31.8% below what we typically have if you're looking at the 10-year average. In terms of active listings, and we're about 38% above what the 10-year average is. So normally we'd have around 10,704 listings across all property types. Currently we're sitting at around 14,774, which historically speaking is a lot of inventory. We've had about a 6.8% decrease in the benchmark price, though month over month we are up 0.3% from last month. And if you're looking at overall velocity of listings, we're below last year in terms of new inventory coming to market, with around 5,700 active listings coming to market the same time of year this year compared to last year, which was around 6,455. Looking at the Fraser Valley, very similar story, except it's slightly worse in the sense that there's more of a decrease in the benchmark price, as well as more active listings and less sales. So we're about 42% below in terms of sales for the same period of time, about 50% above the 10-year average in terms of active listings. What that looks like in terms of benchmark price numbers, down 8.7% from last year, but up 0.3% since February. So it's the first time in about, I believe, 11 months since there was an increase in price compared to a decrease. Now, in terms of the macro, we went from having a 79% chance of a rate cut this year to what's looking like, a 79% chance there's not going to be a rate cut. The second number is not exact, but based off of the most recent Bank of Canada meeting and the uncertainty surrounding the war and the impact on oil prices and how that ripples into the global economy, as well as our inflation numbers, it would likely mean that we might not be seeing a rate cut in the short term until this conflict is resolved. So if you're looking at sales to active listings ratios across all property types in Vancouver, we're looking at about 14.2%. For detached homes, that number is at 11%. For apartments, 15.7%. And for attached properties, about 17.2%. In the Fraser Valley, across all property types, it's sitting at about 11%. And for broken down by property types, here are the numbers. For below 12% for a sustained period of time, you will have a decrease in terms of price. Above 20% for sustained periods of time, you get increased in price. These numbers will heavily vary according to the neighborhood that you're looking in. Some areas are definitely being affected more so than others. If you have any questions about how these numbers might vary according to the neighborhood that you're looking in, you can contact me below and also reach me via my site. Thanks for listening and have a good day.